Good morning, everyone. It is a rainy day, kind of chilly outside, but I am heading up to the Birches, the last step before summiting tomorrow on Katahdin, and I'm officially at the Baxter State Park entrance, according to got hooks and whatnot. I already signed up at the kiosk, and yeah, the kiosk is back there, but I was too busy just reading everything to like do anything else. But yeah, I'm excited and let's go. So right now the trail is starting out pretty nice and flat. We do have to climb up like 1,000 feet towards the end to the base camp. But yeah. One thing I'm not looking forward to, we have to ford a river twice unless you take the high water bypass. I'm still undecided if I'm going to take the high water bypass for kind of safety reasons. I don't want to like accidentally fall and like get my clothes wet and then get hypothermia and all that stuff. So, but I'll see once I get there. But yeah, I'm going to be quiet and show you the way. Okay, so most of my hiking, I've been a purist, and we have to cross the stream twice. Not this particular, well, we have to cross this stream, yeah, basically twice. So, one time here and another in a mile. And it rained last night and this morning, and I'm not sure if this is how strong the current always is, but fortunately, there's a high water bypass. I think I'm going to take it. I don't quite feel safe crossing this because, like, the space between this rock and this rock is way too far for me. And the rocks are, like, already wet and slick. And, like, I'm going to fall in this. And then this kind of looks shallow on the camera, but there's a spot right there that's at least knee deep to thigh high deep. And then after this rock here, there's another spot that's at least knee-high deep, if not thigh-high deep. And I just don't want to fall and get wet, and it's like really cold outside. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm going to take the high water bypass and not walk this part of the AT. I'm going to take the alternate route for safety reasons. I just don't feel comfortable with this at all, especially like with how fast that is going. It's just I try not to skip the AT as much as possible, and I haven't skipped any of the AT in my opinion. What I mean is like I've only done it for safety reasons or like official detours. I did a small bypass once because there's a giant rattlesnake on the trail. It was only for like 100 feet. And that was the first time I've seen a rattlesnake, and I didn't want to mess with it. Another time I took a reroute because the bridge was like falling apart and they didn't want you to hike on it. Other hikers took that bridge. It was over by, shoot, I can't remember. I stayed at a hostel not long after that, but it was official reroutes for safety, and so I took that. One time I didn't take a official reroute, and I should have, because I didn't know where the reroute was. It wasn't clearly marked at that point to me, and I took the normal AT, and there had been a landslide, and like the trail was like, I don't know, 6 inches in one part, and I was like, oh shit. Like, sorry, I was like, oh wow, like I hope I don't slip and fall. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know why I need to explain myself to you guys. I think part of it's because I feel like integrity reasons I wanted to explain. So like, okay, so that little stream goes into this one. I'll show you what that one looks like. So that the stream isn't very little in my opinion. That's like a nice big stream, but it flows into this one. Look how fast that water's moving. Yeah, that's crazy. So I have this little visitor picking up some crumbs. Got a tumor on its shoulder. But that's why I put my feet up. I didn't want it to like accidentally bite me or something. It's not sick, it's just gotten so accustomed to people having food. It literally came from like out by these trees, like way out there. Probably as soon as it heard me rustling bags and whatnot.